Assalamu alaikum. Recently, the Michigan chapter of CARE, the Council on American Islamic Relations, filed a lawsuit on behalf of Miss Sherry Stanley against the ExpressJet company. And this lawsuit relates to Miss Stanley being uncomfortable based upon her bona fide religious beliefs to sell alcohol while she was a flight attendant, and she was suspended in the process. Let me clarify a few things about this, because there are some people who are making judgments about this case without knowing all of the facts. Number one, Miss Stanley, she began working at ExpressJet when she was not a Muslim. Once she embraced Islam, she still served alcohol for a while. And after she found out that according to traditional Islamic belief that it's forbidden for Muslims to serve alcohol, she went to her supervisor with her concerns. Her supervisor then made the suggestion, well, if you get to one customer who wants alcohol, you can just direct that customer to your co-flight attendant, and then you serve the next person. So basically, this was a reasonable accommodation that came through the suggestion of her supervisor. So this religious accommodation was made, and it worked out fine for dozens and dozens of flights. However, when Ms. Stanley was then paired off at a later date with another co-flight attendant, this co-flight attendant had a problem with Ms. Stanley not serving alcohol. This person also made comments about Ms. Stanley wearing hijab and her reading books and in quote-unquote foreign writings. And from this person then made a complaint with the management. And from this complaint by this person who holds anti-Muslim sentiments, this then triggered Ms. Stanley to be given an ultimatum that she would either have to serve alcohol or be suspended from her job. And she then became suspended from her job. Ms. Stanley since has gotten other employment from that suspension. So the point being is, number one, she was not a Muslim woman covered knowingly, like going into a job serving alcohol and then trying to make ExpressJet conform to her beliefs. Number two, once she went to her supervisor, it was her supervisor who then instituted the accommodation, which is reasonable. And under the guise of American law, that an American is allowed reasonable accommodation for their religion as long as it's not causing undue hardship. And so it obviously was not causing undue hardship, because there were two flight attendants and it was moving along smoothly until another flight attendant decided that they had an issue with Miss Stanley not serving alcohol. And then three, the person that made the complaint, it's very obvious that they had some animus towards Muslims in Islam.